Title: The Haunting Whispers. Once upon a chilling autumn night, Emily found herself alone in her family's centuries-old Victorian mansion. Her parents had left for a week-long business trip, leaving her with the task of taking care of the house. The wind howled outside, rattling the windows and sending shivers down her spine as she roamed through the dimly lit corridors. As she moved from room to room, the creaking floorboards seemed to echo with secrets. The house had always given her an eerie feeling, but tonight, it was different. There was something unsettling in the air, as if the walls themselves were watching and waiting. Emily decided to take refuge in the library. The room was adorned with dusty, leather-bound books that seemed to stretch up to the ceiling. She settled into a worn armchair by the fireplace, the only source of warmth and light in the room. She tried to focus on her homework, but her mind kept drifting to the old tales of the house's history. Legend had it that the mansion was built on an ancient burial ground, and its previous owners had met with mysterious and tragic fates. Some said their restless spirits still lingered, seeking retribution for the desecration of their resting place. The clock struck midnight, and Emily's unease grew stronger. Just then, a faint whisper filled the room. She couldn't discern the words, but the voice was haunting, like a sorrowful melody. It seemed to come from all around her, as if the very walls were whispering secrets of the past. Emily's heart pounded as she strained to listen. The whispering grew louder, more insistent. She felt a chill crawl up her spine as she realized the voices were calling her name. Emily. Emily. Trembling, she stood up and moved toward the source of the whispers. They led her to a narrow, winding staircase hidden behind a bookshelf. The stairs descended into darkness, but the whispers beckoned her onward. She couldn't resist their pull. Step by cautious step, Emily descended into the bowels of the mansion. The air grew colder, and the whispers became more pronounced. She felt as though she was walking through a portal to another world, one steeped in the shadows of history. At the bottom of the stairs, she found herself in a dimly lit chamber. The walls were adorned with ancient symbols and faded paintings that seemed to come to life in the faint candlelight. In the center of the room stood an ornate, tarnished mirror. It was said to be a portal to the spirit realm, a gateway to communicate with the other side. The whispers grew louder and more desperate, urging Emily to approach the mirror. She hesitated for a moment, then reached out and touched the cool surface. As her fingers made contact, a jolt of energy surged through her, and the mirror rippled like water. Before her eyes, the room transformed. She was no longer in the mansion, but in a misty, ethereal realm. Ghostly figures materialized around her, their faces twisted in anguish. They were the spirits of those who had met tragic ends in the house, and they were trapped between the worlds. One spirit, a woman in a tattered Victorian gown, stepped forward. Her eyes were filled with sorrow as she spoke, her voice no longer a whisper, but clear and haunting. "You have awakened us, Emily. We seek justice, release from this eternal torment. You must help us." Emily nodded, her fear replaced by determination. She listened as the spirits recounted their stories, tales of betrayal, greed, and untimely deaths. They believed that by uncovering the truth behind their fates, their souls could finally find peace. Over the course of the night, Emily delved into the dark history of the mansion, piecing together the puzzle of the spirits' tragic pasts. She uncovered hidden diaries, letters, and long-forgotten documents that revealed the secrets buried within the house's walls. As the first light of dawn broke through the windows, Emily stood before the mirror once more. The spirits watched with hopeful eyes as she recited the truths she had uncovered. With each revelation, a sense of release washed over the room, and the spirits began to fade into the mist, their anguished expressions softening into peaceful smiles. The last spirit, the woman in the tattered gown, approached Emily one final time. "Thank you, Emily," she whispered, her voice filled with gratitude. "You have given us the gift of redemption. We can finally rest in peace." With that, the woman vanished into the mist, and Emily found herself back in the library of the mansion. The whispers had ceased, and the house was still once more. The ancient mansion seemed to sigh with relief, as if it had shed the weight of its dark history. Over the following days, Emily shared the stories of the spirits with her parents when they returned. Together, they decided to turn the mansion into a museum, preserving its history and the memory of the souls who had found solace through Emily's bravery. The mansion was no longer a place of fear, but a testament to the power of courage and compassion. And Emily, forever changed by her encounter with the spirits of the past, knew that she had played a part in bringing peace to those who had long been forgotten.